Hobbas, I'm Jack the Greek and welcome back for another one of my beautiful videos. It's a bit wintry. I was thinking today, what am I going to put on the Crossroad barbecue? First of all, I've turned on my beautiful heat strip heaters, my outdoor heaters, to keep me warm. Second of all, I've turned on my Crossroad barbecue to get it warm. And if you look in front of me, I've got some beautiful ribeye steaks. They're about 600 grams each, close to 700, thanks to our friends at Marrow's Meats at Preston Market. And of course, I've got some bone as well from them, some beautiful beef bone. And you're going to ask, what am I going to do with this? Well, they sliced it for me, and I'm going to use that bone marrow with butter to make a beautiful sauce to top it off. The first thing we need to prepare is our bone marrow, and that's going to take around 12 to 13 minutes on the Crossroad barbecue. How do you prepare it? Simple. Talk to your butcher, get him to slice your bone in half. It might cost you a couple of dollars. I get it from free for our friend Mark, and then put it onto the Crossroad barbecue. Put it onto the top grill, just like this, and just leave them there. Beautiful, nice and hot, and that's going to take around 13 minutes. In the meantime, while we're still here, let me show you how I'm going to prepare my beautiful ribeye steaks. Put them straight here, bang, quite simple. We don't need to be too fussy about this. Bring them up here, make sure they're nice and round. Simple, salt, pepper, oregano. You don't need anything else. Plenty of salt on top, just like this. There you go, you can see me go at it there. And we'll do both sides. So we'll turn it over, just like that. So there's the salt, that's all done. Now of course, we need our pepper. And there we go. Crushed pepper is the best. Depends on yourself how much you like to put on there. I always like to put a lot of pepper on my steak. Turn it over, and just like this. The trick also is not to forget, and it's also about waste. Grab the side, just like this, and grab the rest of the salt and the pepper. Just there. Our last ingredient, of course, is our oregano. There we go, plenty of that on top as well. Give it that Greek flavour. That's it. That's all you need to do. We'll put our steaks aside now. We're down to about 10 minutes to go with our beautiful bone marrow. Put these aside. Get a bit of a wipe, make sure we get it all, the oregano as well. And the next thing we're going to do is show you how to prepare and make this bone marrow. Opa, welcome back. It's been around 6 minutes. Let me show you how the bone marrow actually starts cooking. When you saw it at the start, it was very hard, and that's how it always is. But as it cooks, it melts and it softens. And let me show you, come in close. Look at that. Look at that beautiful bone marrow. And as you see, the top is starting to soften up. Look at that. Look at that, amazing. And this is still hard here at the edge, but that will also soften up as well. So there we go. We've got about 6 minutes to go, and we should be ready to start preparing our ribeye fillet. See you soon. Bye-bye. It's been around 13 and a half minutes now, close to 14. Come in close, and our beautiful bone marrow is ready. And it's just been sitting there now, and you can see it's all boiling up. And that's how you know it's all ready. You touch it with a spoon like I did. We'll just put it over here on the side. It's still very, very hot. I'm just going to be very careful with that. And you can see it's still boiling away. So there we have it there. So what we'll do is we'll move our steaks just to the side for a minute. Let's grab all the salt and oregano and pepper that's left, just like that. And we'll just put them there. They've got a couple more minutes to go. So, with the bone marrow, first time I'm making it like this. Beautiful butter sauce, or butter topping, as we're going to call it. And there we have it. It's still boiling, the bone marrow, and it's very, very hot. So I'm just very conscious of using my hands right now. But let's get ourselves ready while it all warms down. There's our bowl to put our bones when they're finished. And our small bowl, which is going to be our mixing bowl just here. A few ingredients we're going to use. We're going to use garlic. We're going to put a bit of garlic in there. So let's put our garlic in there. The next thing we're going to do is butter. We have our butter just here. Now the trick here is to make sure, we probably need a little bit more butter. The trick here is to make sure that you don't let your bone marrow cool down too much, because then it won't melt your butter. So we just have some Western Star butter here, good old butter from the local supermarket. And we'll just cut a little bit more. We'll cut it into little bits, just like this. That's probably going to be enough. That's it there. And break it up a little bit. Just makes it a bit easier. That's it. It's nice and soft. And I think now that it's sort of it's lost its, as they say in Greek, its avra, its heat. Let's have a look at the bone marrow. Still need to use the tongs because it is still very hot, the bone. But you'll see now the bone marrow come out. Look at that. Beautiful. There it is there. Beautiful. All the way. Look at that. Don't let any part of it stay behind. Beautiful. To make this for one serving, you probably need one bone like this. But if you wanted to make some extra to keep it for the next time you have a steak, then you probably need a couple more bones as well. But that should be enough for us. After you make this, what you need to do, and it's just in here now, and this heat will melt the butter, as you can see. But then you're going to ask me, well, how quick is this going to set? And the challenge is you always have to make this earlier. You can't make it as you're cooking your barbecue. And you'll see here on the side, I have another one that's ready. And that's what's going to look like once we're finished. So I'll put that there, and you'll see very shortly how this one turns out like that. While it's warming up and melting the butter, we need some chives. Just grab a few chives just like this as well to add. So we're putting garlic, and then we're putting some chives just like that. Opa. That's it. Of course, it's going to need a little bit of pepper. There we go. And some salt. That's it. Now that's melting away now, and you'll see very soon how easy it is. Look here, coming closer now, you'll see they're melting it. And that bone marrow with the butter is going to become your butter topping for your steak. The flavour that bone marrow is going to put into that butter, you have no idea until you make it yourself. So there we have it. You can see how it's melting away and softening, and then it will start mixing and blending in properly. So the next phase is to wrap it up. So grab yourself some Glad wrap. This is the part that I find tricky because Jack the Greek has only done this a couple of times. So we're going to give it a go again, and hopefully we'll get it right the first time this time. So we have it there, Glad wrap, just like that. And we have our beautiful bone marrow paste. So we'll put that in there, just like this. Put that away. And what you want to do is slowly try to make it into a little bit of a ball, like that. Okay, roll it a little bit and get it close to one end, just like that. And then we'll just push it together and then roll it like that. The fact that you grab the edges like this and give it a spin like this, had a small little hole in it, but that's okay. There you go. You have your beautiful bone marrow butter. You put that in the fridge as it is, and then the next day, you've got it looking like this. And this is what we're going to use today for a beautiful ribeye. Okay, so we'll put that aside because at the end of the day, the main event hasn't even started. And that's our beautiful ribeye steaks. Here we are here. We're going to cross-ray barbecue. It's sitting on about 250, 300 degrees. These are about 700 grams, close to 600-700 grams each. And they're going to take around 8 minutes either side to cook on the cross-ray barbecue. I'm going to use both grills. I'm going to turn off the other half. We don't need that on now. We used that earlier for our bone marrow to create an oven sort of feeling and heat. But now we only need to use one side. We only got a couple of steaks. I'm going to cook them for about 5 or 6 minutes either side and then put them on the top for the last 2 or 3 minutes just to let it cook. Probably medium to well done is what we're going to cook these today for about 8 or 9 minutes on either side. So come in close and you'll see the beautiful sizzle that this is going to create because it's nice and hot. Opa, look at that. And the other one as well. And there we have it. So we're going to put them on there. We're going to keep an eye on them, but of course, put the lid down, keep as much heat as we can on the cross-ray barbecue, and then flip them over. I've actually changed my mind. For one of the ribeye steaks, we're going to make it medium rare, and the other one we're going to leave it medium to well done. So let's turn over the first one and have a look. They've been on for about 4 minutes now. Look at that. Oh, bus. Beautiful. So we're going to leave that on for another 4 minutes. The back one, we're going to give it another 2 minutes on the same side. And then we'll be able to put that up. And then we'll see the difference at the end. It's now time to turn our ribeye steak that we're going to cook medium to well done. So we've had it on for about 6 minutes compared to the other steak at 4 minutes. And you can see the difference there. Beautiful. There we go. Give that a couple more minutes and then we'll turn it over. Leave them there. While we're there, put the lid down and just quickly start preparing our butter. And look at it here. We just unwind it. We've had this one made earlier today and I put it in the fridge so it's ready for tonight, because the key was to make sure that I could actually slice it properly. So where's the end to this? We'll find it somewhere here. If we don't find it, we can just cut it. Just like that. There we go. Beautiful. And of course, you don't have to always use bone marrow. You can always use blue cheese. You can even try one with a feta as well. It's really up to you how you make your beautiful butter to complement your steak. And there we have it. So we've got that ready, and we'll just slice that up in a few minutes. But hey, why not slice one now? Let's have a look. Just like that. You're back now with Jack the Greek, and it's time to plate up our beautiful ribeye steak. Come in close and let me show you where we're going to start. We obviously have our 2 ribeye steaks on top. And as you can see, this one has been our medium rare one, and this one's been the one I'm going to cook medium to well done. What I'm going to do very quickly is just drop them at the bottom. Just drop them like that for a couple of seconds to bring back some real heat, because when I want to put the butter on, I want it to start melting. So we have the butter here, as I said, and we're going to get everything ready now. There's our beautiful plate. We're going to plate everything up. We obviously used our digani earlier. We can put that away now, but we are going to need a little bit of pepper. We've still got a bit more pepper to go. Let's just clean up a little bit while we're here. Just a couple of strands we'll keep. We'll put the rest away. Just there. And of course you can see here, I'm trying to grow some from my friend Dimitri's farm. He gave me a few branches, and with the water, they're growing the roots. I'll be able to plant it soon as well. We obviously used the garlic earlier, and here we are. So, the first one, let's pull it out and have a look. There we go, look at that beautiful steak. And what we'll do is we'll grab our slice, and we just put it on there. And we just let that slowly melt. And that's what that will do. That will slowly melt now. And of course, we have a medium rare one as well, just here. Look at them there. Beautiful. There we go. Grab our butter, and we'll just sit down there and there. And look at it, just paste it around. Look at that. Look at that. Let it melt. And there we go. Look at that. Beautiful. And this piece as well. There we go. So we have our butter. Beautiful bone marrow butter. We've prepared that. And we do have our 2 steaks. Now, many people have told me, cut the steak, let's see what it looks like. So hey, let's do it today. So we have our beautiful steaks, just here. Our medium rare, what we're going to do with this one is we're going to take the butter off for now, just rest it there, and I'm going to cut a beautiful, just like that. We'll put the bone there. And now we'll just cut our steak. Look at it there. Look at that. Beautiful. Medium rare ribeye steak. Cooked all on the Crossray barbecue. Beautiful. There we have it. We'll put the butter back on. And this one I said, I'm going to leave on a little bit longer. Get the butter on that. Put it there. And we'll move it around. And on this one here, you can see, if I slice it, it's cooked a little bit more. Beautiful. Just there. Look at that. Beautiful. There we have it. Put the butter back. And we'll let time to plate it up now. We'll put it on our plate. Just like that. A beautiful ribeye. Look at these soft, beautiful pieces. Look at them. Beautiful. Just there. Opas. And of course we have our medium rare just here. We'll plate that up just like that. Separate pieces. And we'll keep cutting. Hoppa, look at that. Beautiful. Hoppa. There we have it. Look at that. Beautiful. And there we have our beautiful pieces just added here. Hoppa. How about that? All cooked in around 15 minutes on the cross-ray barbecue. Look how soft it is and beautiful pieces. Hoppa. There we are. Put the other pieces in here. And there we have it. Now, of course, we're not going to let this one go. We'll keep cutting it up and we'll be nearly done. See you in a minute. Okay, so we're all done. Let's put that away now. Just there, and bring this back into the middle and have another bit of a look at it. There we are. We have our beautiful, put that anywhere we like. Just like that. We did say we need a little bit of extra pepper at the end, just on top. Then we have our beautiful bone marrow butter, melted all the way through. And on top we've placed another beautiful piece there. Of course, once again, all cooked on the cross-ray barbecue by Jack the Greek. What a beautiful meal. Cooked in about 20 minutes on the cross-ray barbecue. Thanks again for watching. Oba from Jack the Greek.